So books.
Books.
Were you you weren't a big reader in high school, were you?
No, man.
Yeah,
I don't
neither
know
was
if I read a book in high school.
Yeah.
Spark Notes.
Hell yeah. All the time.
Useful.
Well, and it's funny how, like, when it didn't apply, like, you didn't care about it when you had to memorize a textbook or even just read a book that you're told to read.
Yeah.
But as soon as those books apply to what you're trying to do, are you a big reader now?
I'm a big audiobook person. Though.
Okay.
So
That's fair.
I count that. Yeah, I do try and read just because I think it's a really valuable skill.
See,
I think it's one you have to develop.
Oh, for sure.
And so I'm just putting in the reps now with that. But I run an excavator a lot and I drive a lot, and that's a lot of time where my hands are busy, but I can let my mind go other places.
Yeah.
And so I do a lot of audiobooks.
That's awesome. Yeah. No, and it's figuring out what works best for you, right?
Yeah.
Like right now, with everything we've had going on with moving the gyms and all the businesses and whatnot, haven't had as much time to read. And I personally like to read a book. If I like to have it in my hands. I start losing focus when I'm listening to an audiobook, especially if it's Jordan Peterson or something like that. Like, Jordan, I love your books, but
that voice will get.
But that voice will make me, man, it just makes me relax and want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So, I have a hard time. Like, I just got 12 Rules for Life again to read it instead of just listen to it, But, it's what works best for you as long as you're consuming good information. The other thing I like to, like, audio-wise, I like podcasts a lot because the inflections change, the topic changes, but then you start running out of good podcasts to listen to, right? And there's only so many good ones out there and so many, and then even from there, the episodes that you like to listen to, it's
pick and choose.
Pick and choose, yeah. But how many audiobooks do you think you've been through in the last year?
I really go through cycles with it, so probably somewhere between like 14 and 20.
Dang, dude.
Something in there.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
What's a book you would recommend to young entrepreneurs?
Young entrepreneurs.
Or even just people in general.
So there's one that I want to recommend, and it's more about anyone who's interested in the environment and they don't know about like a way to think about it. And that's a Sand County Almanac by Aldo Leopold.
Sand County Almanac?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's really short, kind of easy read. It's actually one that I can get through. But what Aldo did, he was one of like the fathers of understanding the land and restoring it. What he does in that book is he just kind of goes through a year and he talks about what he sees on his farm on a spring day and on a summer day and on a fall day. And it's like you get to follow the seasonality, and what it really teaches you is that that's how you need to look at the world around you, because it's dynamic and it's always changing. And you can learn so much just by paying attention. Like, that is the best education I have. It's not shout out to Stevens Point. It was a great education there. But what I've learned just from having my feet wet and walking up and down trails and just looking and paying attention, that is invaluable. And so it kind of teaches you how to think like that. And there's a romantic side to that as well. So I would highly recommend that one.
One of the things I appreciate about you, TJ, is the fact that you can slow down and smell the roses. That's something I do not do well. And you do that. My wife does that. My brother does that. And it's a very hard skill set, I guess you would call it, to learn in a world that is just constantly pinging you, buzzing you, all that.
If you're not intentional about it, though, you'll get swallowed up. I mean, that's the thing. It's another skill that you have to work on. And when you do, it's one of the things that I think is a superpower, that I can walk around and actually slow my mind down. Because like you, I mean, my mind just races all day long. And if I don't get intentional about finding places to slow it down, then, it would consume me.